First.
NasTime is MeTime, my time for adventure. Every week on this channel, I share my own tips, trips and gear reviews. So if you're into adventure or dream of adventure, this is the channel for you.
Hey peeps, we've got a few people already. I can see Mark's on there. Ed's here. I'm here, of course. And big event today. We've got a major announcement. We've got about 18 people, and I reckon we're just going to do a bit of chatting first just to see how everyone is and give us some time to get in. But if you're here, you probably already know there's a Legends for Charity event coming up in the next, 2026. And this is going to be the first discussion point, the first meeting of all the legends, if you like. And we're just going to have a bit of a chat and give you a little update because, you know, it's still early days. We haven't done a lot, but just wanted to touch base with everybody. So how is everybody? We got some comments up there. Luke.
No, they're all saying hello to Nas. They're all saying hello to me, not to you. Hey, guys.
They're all saying hi to Ed.
Yeah, they are.
That's right, because they've already, they would have already spoken to me. I'm in their thoughts all the time anyway. So
yeah, right.
All right, so let us know if you're on the stream and if you can hear us. Everything okay? No dramas or anything? Not seeing a lot of comments.
I am seeing heaps. Mark Lavelle said hello. Mark, g'day, Mark. Got two Marks.
Mark's bought a boat, apparently.
Where's me?
Did you get a boat, Mark?
That light's not working.
Well, that's even worse, isn't it?
Yeah, haven't you got a little light in front of your head?
Told you where my light is, mate, but we don't want to be putting that on a live stream.
All right, so we're all here. People jumping on. Want to try and get a couple more people before we start relaying any information. We do have a bit of an agenda. A few things to get through, just to let you all know where we're at, and then from there, hopefully, we'll get a bit of time for a bit of a chat as well, and might even get some special guests on later as well.
Oh, that's a bit better, I suppose.
Yeah, you're always better in the dark, Ed.
Yeah, no, that's not what I says all the time.
All right, so I'm not really seeing a lot of comments. If you can hear us and everything's going well, please let us know.
Dream of adventure. This is the channel for you.
There's heaps of. Okay, so why aren't I getting the comments? Oh, there they are.
I'm getting the comments.
Okay, I didn't. Yeah, I had to update. Okay, beautiful. All right, so it looks like we got through. Game Carol, Mark, Blackers. It was one of the early ones. Saw Adventures. And
All right, Game Carol here. We can
Landy. I said Karen. A few important people that we need here today. Hopefully they jump on. Trevor Kelly out there touring. Beautiful. How are you, buddy? Trev, Luke. Mark Lavelle, they're touring on us and Ed. How are you, buddy? What do we do? Okay, we can show the. Hey, Luke. Okay, got Saw Adventures. So let's go down the bottom and check the messages. All right.
Game Carol said hi. Hi, Game Carol.
All right, 30 people. So it's a little bit of slow start, guys, and. Just because we want to give people a chance to get on board. We've got MK Touring. Hopefully everyone knows him. Matt didn't come to the last event, but I have no doubt he's going to be coming to the Victorian event. So Anthony Wicks, Ely Joe. We've got a good turnout so far. So looking good. Ed?
What? I'm just being quiet. Just let you dig your own hole.
You're being quiet?
Yeah, just for a change. Do I look good in shirt? You know, black's thinning, don't you?
Is that?
Yeah,
what do I still look chunky?
Yeah, well, some of us can't always. Oh, you know what? We've got the pickleball champion on here and the damper queen on here. Damper champion are on here today.
Oh, does everyone know Gay and Carol? Gay is the pickleball
Champion.
and damper queen.
Oh, damper.
And for that reason, we're kind of thinking maybe
maybe we shouldn't call her a queen. Maybe we should call her the damper ruling champion.
Damper ruling champion.
Champion, yeah.
Can't call queen, then we don't need another one. Phil's jumped on board. Wanderer's on board.
Black is here.
Black is here. So it looks like we've got a few. I reckon, look, let's we don't want to keep it too long, so let's get into it. You're going to
send me the notes? You haven't sent me the notes. Or am I just winging it?
That's right. I've got the agenda.
Can I have it?
Introduction. This is what it's all about. For anyone that I'm kind of looking at the list of people that are here so far, there's quite a few from the Legends event, from the last Legends event, who have been following this charity group for a little while. But essentially, for those that aren't familiar with it all, we have a Legends for Charity group that was started quite a few years ago now, and that has continued on. There's been quite a few camps. Essentially, that started with Mr. Buckarini. Most of you, I reckon, here would know Buck. And if you don't, go into YouTube, search Mr. Buckarini, and you'll see lots of live streams and videos there. Now, I want to say that Buck started this a few years ago, but it was actually started by a couple of other people, I think, before that, coming from Drifter. But my input came in really from when Buck started this event. That's when I kind of really took notice. And that's when I think the charity really started to kick off. So Buck ran a couple of trips up at Harvey Bay, Queensland. And then the following year, he passed it on to three other gents. And that's Steve from Saw Adventures, Steve and Annie, actually. And Rob Richmond from Australian Camping and Four-Wheel Drive Adventures, and Rob Jamison from The Wanderer, Australia. So they held the Goombara event last year. That was Goombara, just west of Queensland, just out of Brisbane there. And that was mine and Ed's first event. I think the first couple of events, was around the 12K. Last event, they raised about 30 odd K. So idea is to try to choose a couple of local charities, and, they were very grateful for that large amount. It was a really well run affair last year. And last year. And
What's this year?
200 people, about 100 and about 90 odd sites, and about close to 200 people, I believe there were, and it just, and a heap of dogs. It was so well organised. Really puts a lot of pressure on Ed and I now, because we've been nominated to look after the next one. Obviously, we're going to run it down in Victoria, because that's where we are, and we are really hoping that we get a lot of people across. So sorry, just in the comments and stuff, keep commenting and having chats. And not choose. It was handed to Steve and Rob Richmond and Phil. Oh, okay. So handcrafted by Terry G. Says not true. It was handed to Steve, Rob Richmond, and Phil. Okay, so Phil from Phil's Camping Adventures, and Terry G had quite a bit of input too in the Goombara event as well. But I think in the end it was basically come down to from Australian Phil's making see. It was handed to Steve, Rob, and myself. Yeah, so there you go. But in the end, it ended up being Rob Jamison got involved, and needless to say, there's a lot of input, a lot of people involved, and it worked out really good. So at the end of that, and if you want to go through and have a look at the Goombara event, of course, I do have a video on my channel as well. There's a couple of other videos there from a couple of other people as well. So just search for Legends of Charity or go into my page, my channel, and have a look at that video. It's close to an hour video. It was really hard putting it down to that kind of quantity because there was really so much going on. Ed does have a drink, Shane. Don't worry about that. I don't think I've ever seen Ed without a drink, so I don't think you're going to miss out on that one. And yeah, so it was all passed down to us, or passed down to, well, I'm going to say it was passed down to Ed actually. So it's ultimately his responsibility.
I'm the ideas man. I'm the ideas man. I really am
the ideas man. I'm the action man.
Yeah.
So I'm the one that's making it all happening so far. So,
I think so.
no, but between Ed and I, we're going to be running the next one, and it's already looking good. We'll get into some of the details now, and I'm going to go to my firstly, I do have, and I brought it out from my shed. The first major change we've introduced, and who was it? It was Tammy and her little boy Ryder, I believe, who created a whole lot of little ladybugs at the last event. Just painted some rocks, and but this is Rocky. You can see he's been through the ringer. That's why we call him Rocky, and also because he's made of rock. And essentially, that's our new mascot. So that's our biggest change for the 2026 Legends for Charity event, is essentially the ladybug.
Get your rocks off and get a ladybug.
So Tammy and Ryder will be looking at organising them to make a few of those to either sell before or at the next event. So if you are interested, let us know, and we'll try and organise something as quickly as we can. Right, looking back at my list, going through the history, it's our turn now. I just want to say this live stream obviously is going to be, it is on my channel, and that's just a way, hopefully, get some of my followers across into this. The next live stream we'll be doing in the next month or two, and that will most likely come from Ed's channel, and work out how to do that. Ed will put that, make that happen for us, and hopefully by then we've got some more updates. And then after that, I'm in the process of getting the Legends for Charity YouTube page sorted. So after that, we'll be doing all future live streams. Well, a lot of the future live streams directly from the Legends for Charity. So one of the big things I'm trying to organise in this one is the way I'm setting it up is organising everything and trying to simplify everything so it's all in one bucket. So rather than having everything under our own names and that sort of stuff, if we can kind of push it under Legends for Charity, then it means the next people that come along are going to be better equipped. It's going to be easier to transfer and a lot easier, if we can kind of build that following through the Legends for Charity YouTube and group, it means that, a lot of people won't miss out. And we're not hogging it, obviously, on mine or Ed's channel. Yeah, the tasks. It's quite a few tasks. We've Ed and I have already got into it. You might have seen, just handing over things like the website or the admin stuff. The website hasn't been updated. I've started developing and creating a new website. Still haven't worked out how to get the current website pointing to the new website. So stay tuned. We'll get something done soon. And email, we do actually have a new email, and that is legendsforcharity@gmail.com. And I just felt it would be easier. I've updated the email, but it means we're not paying for emails basically, and it's all under the Legends for Charity Gmail account. So it can just easily be handed on to future people. Bank accounts.
Don't forget to mention the mailing list.
Oh yeah, we are trying to hopefully put together a mail list as well. Thanks, Ed.
Everybody who, when we get the mailing list up and going, everybody will register for that, and everybody will get up to date information.
Yeah, so we'll do that, and we'll post all the stuff, across our channels and the Legends for Charity channel, and on the Facebook group and that sort of stuff. But we'll also, if we'll start collecting some emails, and then we'll send out, and try not to flood with too much rubbish, but it'll be all relevant stuff only.
Yes.
Bank account. That's actually a little bit more complicated than what I thought, because this isn't a registered charity. I didn't want a bank account in my name, and to set up a bank account under the Legends for Charity is a little bit more complex, so I'm looking into that. So that basically means that when we do start to take money, obviously
Donations,
we start to accept donations and sponsorship fees and all that sort of stuff. It's not coming in, it's not going through my bank account or Ed's bank account. Obviously, we want to set up a bank account and make it open and transparent. Location. That is
no, they can't know the location. It's a secret location. You can't know.
It's a secret, but there is some information that we can start sharing.
Yeah, I can share some. Let me share it. I organised with one of the owners of this particular place where we're putting the fire pit and how big it's going to be and what time drinks are. I've done the important things. All right, so I've organised the fire pit, organised me drinking buddy up there. We all drink the same stuff. So
all you did is find something to drink with and talk shit. That's pretty much what you do.
Leave me alone, all right? Just because
we did a lot of work trying to find the locations, didn't we, Ed?
Actually, we did. You want to tell quickly the story? Just a quick one of one locations, and we went to the other one. Go on.
Yeah, you can say where it is.
No, you can't say where it is, but you could say the story about what happened with one location to the other one.
Oh, you can say it.
Right. We went to the first location, which was my personal favourite location. I said, Nas, I don't even know why we're bothering driving another 3 hours to go somewhere else. But they said, oh, no, I promised a guy I'll go out and have a look. I go, yeah, all right. So we turned up at location B. And it was just, got to be polite, it's just a hovel, mate. It was horrible. And Nas is going to this guy, so g'day, I'm Nas, this is Ed. And I'm looking around going, oh, what a bloody hovel this is. It's like, oh, we're loving this location. I've just gone nuts.
What did I say to you, Ed, before we walked in? I said, mate, I know you've got your heart set on, plan A, but this is plan B.
We've organised,
this guy's been holding out for us, and he's been, gone out of his way to meet us, and I don't want to come out here and ruin his day.
I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
It was horrible.
Mate's not very interested, is he? It's like Ed's just sitting there screwing up his face and didn't even want to talk to him. It's like, mate, let's at least speak to him.
It was wet. It was horrible. The gardens weren't looked after. It was just a shithole, Nas. You know it.
But
there was only one pub in the area, and that wasn't all right.
The biggest issue is, and the reality is,
I wanted two.
Yeah, the biggest issue is, believe it or not, is trying to find a location that's big enough for this event. Now, Goombara was a beautiful location, picturesque on the little river there, and well-maintained park, and that held close to 100 sites. Now, of course, we are relying on a lot of the Queenslanders come down for our event. That's where the event originated, and we want to allow enough space for all of them to come, hopefully. We also wanted to allow enough space to add some Victorians and some, New South Wales and maybe some Adelaide people to the crew.
What about and Tasmanians?
And Tasmanians, and to open it up to basically the rest of Australia. And that's the whole idea now, I think, is as we pass the baton on after each event, we'll be essentially organising, inviting or introducing it to new states. So hopefully every time we do this, we can get some new people and new states on board. So, it started in Queensland. They opened it up to New South Wales and Victorians, and one Tasmanian, I think that wasn't it, Landy? And
Landy's coming up.
Landy Tasmanian. And so hopefully this will give us an opportunity to open up to a lot more. So Plan B left the chat, says Camping Oz. Plan B has left the chat. So essentially the biggest issue is trying to find a location big enough I wanted at least 150 to 200 sites. So we achieved that. Two Tassies. Luke Reed is in Tassie as well, apparently. And we've achieved that. We've found a place and it's worked out. It's absolutely gorgeous. All I'm going to tell you, it's in the high country. Okay. There's, quite a few members the last time, so quite a few legends from the last event highlighted how much they would love it to be in the high country, and we took that on board. And another one they requested was Tim Bates. It'd be great to have Tim Bates. So what I can tell you at this stage, it's
special announcement.
Special announcement.
Yeah, drum roll.
Yes, okay. I reckon we've got Tim Bates on board. I don't think he's here with us today, but I've pretty much locked him in. I've given him the dates and told him he has to be there. So that's the plan. So we've got a lot of activities and stuff happening, obviously over the event, or starting to think about those. But long story short, it's going to be in the high country. It's going to be easy access to most people, not ridiculously far from Melbourne, and good access to a lot of the great huts, and for anyone that's traveling down from interstate, they will absolutely love the location. The people that run it are absolutely fantastic. They're super excited. Ed said he's already got his drinking partner, so we've kind of ruled them out for doing anything. But don't worry, the lady that runs the park and myself have already started planning this. So it's looking fantastic.
I can't join the damn chat through this bit.
So the dates. It's going to be earlier in the year. Don't want to say too much. February, March. That's what I'm opening up to. It's going to be around there. And the main reason...
we didn't say February. Hey, we didn't agree on February.
Well, it's going to be one of those.
It's not February.
Hey, it's not
February.
Okay, no. It's March. Shut up. I was trying to put people off. So we don't want to give too much information now, because it gets people too pumped up. They start ringing up caravan parks in the areas and trying to get spots and all that sort of stuff. We're going to manage that to some extent, because obviously we've got to save a few spots for some key people and sponsors and that sort of stuff. It does have cabins. It's very grassy area. It is on the water and it has all the great facilities. Not a lot of undercover area, but I can assure you the weather's going to be good that weekend. So apparently it's not a February the 16th, because Matt's going to be drunk from his 50th. So
okay. Moving on from Matt, we've got a question there saying, are we going to have any other Victorian YouTubers? Yes, we are. We're going to have some famous ones. We've got Gay and Carol from Gay and Carol's channel. There'll be Nas from NasTime Adventures. There'll be Ed from Ed's Four-Wheel Driving Camping. And we've got another YouTuber in here, which I'd really like for them to come. And that's Dean and Adam from King Dino Adventures. They're invited. They don't know it yet, but I just invited them. They're good YouTubers. Who else? We've got Matt. He's coming. Who else we've got coming? We've got, what's his name?
Trevor, Dirt Road 4x4.
Dirt Road 4x4. He's coming. They don't know it yet, but they're coming. Who else we got going? Who else are we inviting that I haven't told you yet?
No, so the plan is, as part of our sponsorship, we're really going to be pushing this with YouTubers in particular. That's our bread and butter. This is where, this event largely started from. And it's just a great opportunity and platform, if you like, to get our fellow YouTubers pushing this event and getting the word out there as much as we can. So I also look after the Adventure YouTubers Australia group.
Hang on,
Ed contributes as well. Ed contributes to everything. So when I say I
do this, hang on. Don't you like the way he says I do this?
I do this. Well,
I do this and I do that. No. I think he's mistaken. I'm
being polite.
I'm
being polite by saying we.
Yeah, that sounds we.
We contribute and I do everything.
Hey, who told you to smile and get more subscribers, eh?
Hey, is King Dino here? Yes, there you are. King Dino, mate.
Yeah,
Lock
yeah.
it in. March 2026. That's when it's happening. And that's where we're going to be coming down to. Everyone's going to be coming down to Victoria. So
Yeah.
lots of activities, things like, Hope and Tim Bates. Ed wants to take a few people out for
I
driving.
want to take, I really do want to do a 4-wheel driving adventure, but we'll see what happens. But we're going to probably
see what happens, because Ed might have to do some work that weekend. So we might have to organise Tim Bates, and Ed and I are both part of some couple of 4 drive clubs each between us. And so I reckon we'll be able to get some 4 drivers up there, experienced 4 drivers to take out some people as well.
Yes.
That's the plan at this stage. So,
and the campground, did you mention it's super pet friendly? You can bring your goldfish, dog, but no cats.
Pet friendly. When even looking at options where there wasn't pet friendly, bring all your pets. I'm sure that's fine. Just keep them contained, of course. Very similar to Goombara setup,
Except for one thing's very different from Goombara. We're arranging.
We'll have some more sunshine.
Everybody going, it's sunshine. Yeah, the weather was nice up in Queensland.
Yeah, we had good weather.
But we got fire pits happening, so there'd be fire pits.
Yeah. Fire pits. They allow fire pits, and you don't have to be 3 meters off the ground for your fire. But so that's all getting set. So a couple of other things, charities. We're looking at a couple of options at the moment. It's been a little bit difficult.
We've been discussing at the charities. Yes,
we've been discussing.
Yes.
We really wanted to find, obviously, a dog shelter, an animal shelter. There's no pet rescue in the area that basically goes through the council, so they're not looking for support. But we have found an wildlife animal shelter. So that's looking like one of our options. Another one could be like CFA, RSL. We're looking at a couple of options there. We'll see what happens. What are you laughing at, Ed?
Oh, I can't. I'm watching the chat go by and I can't comment. Shane.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, Shane. You won't be under 0.05 for the trip. That's why I'm ruling him out. Sponsorship. We're open to sponsors. Anyone watching from the last event and got involved would like to get involved again, by all means, let us know.
Supporter packages.
Supporter packages. We're putting some supporter packages together. That'll come out on the website hopefully soon. Get your phone and chat on that just to turn the volume down. Who's that, Saul? No idea. But so we have got a couple of ideas as far as sponsors. We've got a few contacts of our own, so hopefully we'll be able to get some bigger ones, of course. And there we go. So we've got the Legends for Charity High Country Camp 2026. So that's activities, events. Ed's talking to Tim Bates right now.
Say Tim.
Hooking him in. And, so I did say also to look up the Legends for Charity YouTube channel. If you're not already subscribed, definitely jump on that. And don't forget, new email, Legends for Charity. So,
I want to hang up, stop, Nas. Is there one thing people in the chat right now that really want this one thing to particular happen at the camping event? May it be a world championship round of pickleball or a world championship round of damper? What's one thing people want to have happen at the event that they really want to get going and go, oh, I'd be really in for that. I'd have some fun with that. Let's see how we go. I still reckon damper competition's a goer. We could have
let's see, champion in action.
Yeah, I reckon we all should get Carol up and Gay as well. Give us a pickleball demonstration.
Cool. I reckon we have covered a lot of the information here. We're halfway. We wanted to make this no more than an hour. So I'm about to introduce the Wanderer to
Why?
this event, so we can
No.
extend the chat. What do you
No,
reckon?
you go,
You're okay, Rob?
Oh, no, don't
There you
put him
go.
in. Oh, geez.
Just for
Rob,
Ed. Howdy, Ed. Howdy,
Yeah,
Ed.
and he's covering his head because I don't think his hair's grown back yet, hasn't it?
Oh, cheers.
It's not.
It's
Yeah.
grown back. Look at that.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. You.
Jeez,
How
keep that
are
away
you,
from
mate?
the
You're
keyboard,
looking
Rob.
fabulous. You got your hair back. You got your pink hat back.
It's coming back, mate. It's on the rise. It's coming back slowly but surely.
How's your snake? I'm talking about the one that was in the shed.
Yeah, no. It turned out it was a massive blue tongue lizard. It was huge, and now he's living in my garden. So he's living a life of luxury out there, and eating all the bugs and things before they get in the house, which is good. How are you guys?
Beautiful. Welcome. So hopefully everybody knows Rob. If you're not familiar with Rob, Rob looks after the Wander Australia channel and was a key player in the Legends for Charity Gumbara event. And what a fantastic event that was.
The only problem Rob
Congratulations, boys.
Rob doesn't know how to push the record button on the camera anymore. He's forgotten everything. Hang on there. How do I do this again? Record.
We've got stuff coming, boys. We got stuff coming. But we're not here to talk about me, mate. It's congratulations, boys, on your first live for the Legends event with you guys at the helm. So we're all super pumped, super excited, and looks like it's gonna be a cracker, boys, down there in Victoria.
It is.
Yeah, really. Like we're really happy, and when I say this location, I'm calling it the Gumbara of Victoria.
Nah.
So
better.
that was there at Gumbara. Because it was a big one there it was a beautiful spot, close to town, like close to facilities, not too far out of Brisbane, really well looked after. I mean, the caretakers of the park were absolutely fantastic and you could just see how excited they were to have this event, how excited the town was to have this event. And I relate that back to this event, this location that we've picked. I said we went through an absolute heat. It wasn't a lot of options as far as capacity, but we found a few and we went and checked them out. And as soon as we saw this, we knew it was the one. We of course had to go check out the other ones, and
it was horrible.
As bad as they were.
I'm so glad I picked this site. I said to this one in the first place, and he goes, "No, we're not going to go there. It'll be no good." He had a big suck, and he says, "I've rung all these places now. Why have you rung this one on that one? And we could go here, we could go there." And he goes, "Oh, I got this one. Might be all right." So we drove all the way out there, all the way. It was just like we had to take a packed lunch. Talking about my lunch, the pies that you get at this particular area, they're yummy.
Yep.
I know. I wore it all over my shirt. It was beautiful.
What is it? Was it Buck's Bakery? What was it?
Yeah, it was Buck's Bakery. Nash, you're getting close. You might tell them it's at Yark. Oh, no. No, it's not at Yark, but if you want to look up Yark, you're more than welcome.
Oh, yeah. No, we don't know what bakery is. What it is.
No.
That'll happen.
It should be good, boys.
We'll let it out next year. We'll talk about the location and we'll send out all the information and all that. We don't want the caravan park swamped with phone calls.
Campground.
But, it's a fantastic location. I have no doubt, and I've already checked the forecast. The weather is going to be fantastic for that weekend.
Excellent.
We know. And the main reason we've brought it forward, because traditionally I think it's been October, September type of thing. The main reason was because tracks are closed during that time. A lot of the good tracks are closed in the high country at that time. So for anyone who come down, you're going to want to see the high country. I mean, it's our pride and joy here in Victoria. There's nothing like it really anywhere around Australia and around the world. And you won't want to miss it.
Yeah, well, it's a bucket list for so many people, like the high country, mate. Everyone wants to get down there. It's like the Cape for, Queenslanders and folks like yourselves down south. It's one of those picturesque places in Australia you just got to get to. And what better occasion than this? What more invite do you need?
Yeah, exactly. And hopefully there's still a bit of, excitement among all the people that went up to Gumbara in last year, and because it really, and I said it then, they're the atmosphere, like just I don't know how to say it, but the atmosphere at that event was just fantastic. It's like everybody knew each other for months and years and years, and even though most of us probably met for the first time at that event, it was just so much fun. And that came with everything, just obviously the organising and all that sort of stuff. We've got a question here about the menu. We're not cooking.
No.
Unless Ed wants to cook, because I nominated Ed to look after the food.
Right.
No.
You cooking, Ed? No. Ed said he's not cooking, and I'm not cooking because I'm going to be busy.
I'm going to be with Rob with the shepherd pie competition.
Yes, mate.
I'm on the Rob team.
One.
Hit me up for tips, folks, if you need some, tips.
No, we're not cooking. There will be. We've got to find some. There's a bit of work to be done, and it's rolling along slowly. We don't want to make lots of announcements at the moment. We want to keep the suspense going because you keep you all pumped up, ready to go to the Vic High Country.
Yeah, that's
at the pub with Ed.
Yeah,
what are we doing?
What Phil's saying there?
What, do you say souvlaki Saturday night?
Oh, just stop, all right? We've had this discussion. We're in mixed company right now. I'm not in my car. I'm not on the phone. I'm not going to speak to you about
I reckon if you put your hand up if you like the idea of souvlaki. Look, Saturday night, the idea is everyone will be arriving Friday. The event will be from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday night, people will be arriving. Not sure whether we'll do any meals on Friday night. We're still kind of thinking about that. Saturday night, we'll do, it'll be something catered. And then probably Sunday breakfast. We'll get someone in to cook us, some bacon and eggs and that sort of stuff. Or maybe one of the charity groups or, one of the local groups or whatever in there to help us out. And so I'm hoping a lot of people stay till Monday. The event will be over the weekend, but a lot of people obviously coming a long way. So you might want to stay an extra couple of days. And we'll be there. We'll be there from, probably Wednesday till, the following Wednesday, I reckon. But for most people, we'll be coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. We're going to have big party. That's when we can finally let our hair down. Saturday night we'll do all the raffles and, hopefully we're thinking we'll do some charity auctions and some games and activities and all that. So the main event will be the Saturday. Sunday, I reckon there'll still be some activities going. We're thinking
pickleball.
Just some ideas. Local fishing club might be able to come down and do some fishing on the water there. Kayaking club, kayaking group.
We're in the high country. There's no water
in the river,
country,
the river or the lake or whatever's there.
There's a river there.
Yeah, that's it. So
location.
It's it. You can bring your boats as well. Now, who was it? Jack Turtle, wasn't it? That said, make sure there's cabins.
Yeah, and we made sure there are cabins.
But we found your cabin, and look, rightly so. A lot of people, obviously coming from Queensland, not everyone wants to drag their caravan down, so that'll make life a little bit easier for some people. So there are some cabins, and look, Ed's normally on his own too, so he's got room in his little pod trailer as well. So
who's sleeping with me?
If someone...
Did I just miss something? I'm looking at the comments screaming past. Is there a Costco nearby? Is there a McDonald's nearby? No.
Yeah. King Dino with the is there a Macca's nearby? Good stuff. Gay and Carol of the Costco.
Actually, Macca's is about, let me think for a moment. Closest Macca's is about 2 hours away. Costco's about 4.5 hours away.
Phil's right. You got to coming up there, Nas. Phil there. It's the people, and that's exactly right. And the vibe at the Harvey Bay one, for those of you who made it to Harvey Bay, I know you guys didn't yourselves, was incredible. And
And it was the same at Goombra. It was the people are just phenomenal. Everyone here in the chat, people who have been and haven't been, it is the best group of people I've ever met. And down in the high country, with all of us coming down, it's going to be an absolute rocking time with the best people ever, and a whole bunch of new people.
Even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, we really want to grow this, and it's a great bunch of people already. So if we can kind of grow it and then just create some new friendships and bonds from people to not visit when you go up to Queensland or come down to Victoria, that'll be fantastic. Any questions, by the way, by the audience? Let us know if you've got any.
The nearest KFC is about the same distance, but I can honestly tell you, there is a place close by that does a mean fried chicken. It's a local fish and chippy, and they do a mean fried chicken up that way. I can contest to that. It's pretty good.
There's good beer in the area.
Sorry, is there what?
Good beer in the area. I can tell you that.
Yes, there is a good place to have a beverage and pizza at the same time, which is even better. There's a couple of pubs, just in case you need to know. So we're right there. The town is town is where it is. Any music? Yeah, I'm singing.
Any music? Yeah, good question.
I'm singing. Actually, my granddaughter liked Banana Boat. Banana Boat. She loved it today. Small smiles. She loved a part of that. It was good.
Is there an answer for Newy Joe, boys? Is there an answer?
What do you want to know? Any music? Yes. To be arranged. To be advised. I am 6'4". No, mate, you're not getting in my camper, and you are of the wrong sex. I'm sorry, but I'm swing that way.
So your wife's watching, mate. What you're saying, Ed? If there was a female there and she was 6'4", you'd let her in.
No.
Do you have any preference for nationality, or you're quite open to anything? Or
love you, babe. No, it's all right.
G'day to Trev Kelly. Trev Kelly rocking in.
Yeah, is the place far from the town Bright? Far enough.
Too far.
Yeah.
Why the hell would you go to Bright? Bright's horrible.
Well, that's where that was one of the locations that we looked at. We did look at a place in Port Punka.
Chance to spoon with Ed.
That's right. That's a good one, bloggers.
What was
That's
that?
good. I like it.
Oh, you got to read the
I
comment.
like it.
Oh,
Who's spooning, Ed?
sorry. No,
Chariy, you can auction a chance to spoon Ed.
no, there's no forking going on here. Just
I don't reckon you'll have to pay for that, but we're happy to take the money.
Make it a raffle prize, baby. Make it a raffle prize.
But we did look at Port Punka, which is not far from Bright, and look, lovely area. But that was the park that Ed said no to. So,
no,
and
it was horrible.
it was too far from town.
And it was only one pub.
When she had a bit too much body hair for me. You're talking about the redhead. Mate, redheads are known to be hot lovers.
Oh, hang on. One more thing about the campground. There is full internet and phone coverage there. They've actually there's Wi-Fi available at the campground, and they're extending it out so everybody will have Wi-Fi if they need to. That's if you need to. Yes. And that's at no additional charge as far as I'm aware. Well, I'm not getting charged for it anyway, but yeah.
Actually, that's a good point. What sort of cost? Because obviously I don't know either. What sort of cost per night? Do you know that yet, or that sort of thing, or with them or something?
I can look at.
I think it was cheap, like $40, I think, or some ridiculous cheapish figure like that.
Yeah,
I can't really remember. We've discussed price, but
being a year or so away, that much. It's whatever prices they charge. And to be honest, like what we said is, like they might have a slightly better rate, but we would rather them make some money out of this as well. And, and then they'll be more likely to help us out as well. So,
and they are
totally.
You can't
bang on there is 3G, Mark.
Yeah,
no 3G, Mark. Sorry, mate.
Just
That's gone.
You. Yeah, I know. We'll
Yeah.
bring the cords. I've got the they've ripped up all the cords in the area, so I can just bring them with us and plug them in. For Mark, Ed is the meat platter.
Hey, I can make a charcuterie board. There's a forest waiting to be chopped down so I can stick my toothpicks in the food.
Little toothpicks in it, and
Yeah.
is there a good
Nokia
brewery
friendly.
there with craft beer? Yes, there is actually a couple of options. And what's happening is the caravan park is opening a bottle shop as well.
No, it's not a
Oh.
bottle shop. They
Oh,
don't. They cannot serve alcohol, but they can sell alcohol. But it's packaged alcohol. There is ice,
Package, right?
as in like you can buy it not like this, but like cans of beer and stuff from there. So you don't have to necessarily go into town to get your supplies of alcoholic beverages. You can go up to there and you can purchase it directly from them, straight out of the fridge.
nice.
So you have icy cold beer, and there's ice on site. There's gas bottles on site. There is a dump point on site. There is toilets. There is showers. There are trees. There are kangaroos. There are possums. There are spiders. There's cockroaches. There's all the wildlife you can think of there.
Sounds great. That's tick, tick, tick. Well done, lads. Well done. I'm excited to find out where it is.
Yeah,
Where
cocktails,
will be the cocktails?
yeah. Look, we haven't kind of organised. Hopefully, there's a little cocktail van or something that we can get on board, or that's something that we'll consider. You know, obviously, as we start kind of organising the event, because we really want to get up to the area and chat to some of the locals, find out what's available. Now, I mean, as far as drinks go, like they will be licensed to sell alcohol there. You know, like Ed said, just premixes and all that sort of stuff. But we'll also, I'm hoping that we'll have a couple of, local craft beer makers and breweries or whatever on board as well, potentially as sponsors or, you know, selling their gear on site and whatever. I know at Gumbara we had like a couple of stores. I'm hoping to get a few more. You know, getting the sponsors down there and getting them, setting up little expos promoting their gear. So hopefully we can get a few beer makers on board as well. So as we get closer, we'll have a better idea of all that. And Ed makes some mean cheese boards, so he's already committed to having a cheese board for. I'm anticipating 300 people. So,
well, I want him. Nas has canned it, but I want to do a charcuterie board. You know, everybody brings a charcuterie board and goes, "Look at mine, and then have a
so instead of the damper, we'll do a charcuterie or whatever you want to call it.
Charcuterie board, and we still got to have a damper competition because we got to get a new damper champion at least, or
This is true. This is
true.
true.
Has to stand up and reapply for her title.
And who was it? Is it Mel that came down and did the damper?
Yeah, that's right. Mal Daltrey. He's I think he actually won this year the Millmerran camp cooking contest out there at Millmerran. It's like a 4-day camp cooking festival. And shortly after the event at Goombra, they went out and they won it this year. He'd been coming second for years and years and years and years, and then he won it this year. So congratulations to him.
We can get Mel on board.
Fantastic team. Yeah. I mean, who knows? Give him a call and see. Absolutely. Yeah, he's a lovely bloke. Such a lovely bloke. Yeah.
Camp
Landy
Kitchen.
Smurf. Howdy, Landy. Good to see you, mate. Looking forward to catching up.
I just spelled kitchen incorrectly. Yes, there is a. If you remember, Nas, there was a big assembly as we walked in, and we went left past main reception. There was that big hall.
Is there a camp kitchen in there?
Yeah, and the camp kitchen was next door. They're actually renovating the camp kitchen there, but there is camp kitchens there. And where the fire pit's going to be, that is where the camp kitchen's going to be also, remember?
Yeah.
Or did you not listen to my mate, Nathan?
I was too busy with all the other information
that who was telling
you.
I
was actually working that day, Ed.
Yeah, well, I was talking to my mate, Nathan, and we were working out where the fire pit's going. But yes, there is a camp kitchen there, so don't worry about that. There's plenty of camp kitchens there. There's
what this place probably doesn't do as well as Goombara is Goombara had a nice, massive undercover area. Not that we really used it a lot, but that was one of my concerns. And but like I said, the weather's going to be good. We've already checked the predictions. I have an ear and a nose for that sort of thing. So
what sort of temps, boys? What sort of temps are we going to be rocking down there?
At least 29.
There's going to be a pool. There's going to be a pool there, so
no humidity. It'll more likely be
swimming. There's a pool and a body of water, so you will be swimming.
No, there'll be
very good.
Teens overnight, probably maximum temperature that time of year. Maybe you'll get a 32-degree day.
Wow!
If you're lucky.
Wow, that starts bushfires down here. That kind of temperature, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, we're
Don't worry about it. We've got it under control. We're going to do a control burn before you come down, Rob.
Very good.
I've spoken to the locals. They've gone, yes, Ed, we'll do a control burn for you. Don't you worry about that. We're going to
excellent.
There's the first gig.
Shane,
park owner.
No.
Yeah, that's it. Shane's onto it. If you can work it out, Shane, let us know. I don't know.
like Ed, Nathan's, you won't even notice. He's in the background. He's not. They just help make things happen.
He owns a patrol. He's okay. Me and Nathan have organised the fire pit. We organised the fire pit. We organised the ice. We've organised the beer.
Nice one, Mark.
We organised my camp. What's organised? No.
No. Look, Rob. I'm going to say, Rob's suggesting that I could curse us, but it's a little story. Every year we had, parties for our kids every year, and every year I would tell my wife what date it would be because I would predict the weather months beforehand, and in 20 years I haven't been wrong. So I'm picking the weather. It's going to be good. It's going to be warm. We're not going to have a problem with rain. Might be the odd shower here and there, but not a big problem. It's going to be fantastic weather.
Well, I'm going to say it now. I'm going to throw it down now. If it pours down all week, Nas, $1,000 to the charity from you, mate.
I agree. I reckon it's a great idea. As Dino just said, 4 seasons in one day. So pack long pants, short pants, tracky dacks, jacket, top, hat, scarf, sunblock, and a clean towel. That's all you need. It's Victoria.
Everything. Look, high country is renowned for being, 40 degrees in summer and snow in summer. So.
Yeah, I've been up to the high country and we've had, literally a 40-degree day one day and 10 the next, and it's persisting with rain. Can't say what I really want to say. It was bloody cold. The event.
Actually, go back to Rob's there. Did anyone pick the winner at Melbourne Cup?
No, didn't even watch it. Didn't even know it was on.
Hang on, did somebody?
I got up.
Yeah. But
they gave us a day off, so I went out.
Did you pick a winner? Did you, Rob?
I did, mate. I picked a winner. I got right up there and picked him out. It was good. She paid out all right too, I tell you. She was 101 to 1 or whatever it was. She, it was good.
There's our new. If you haven't seen it up top, there's our new. Thanks to Phil.
Oh, hey, look, I like it.
We've kept
little
the
ladybug
same logo, but this one actually has a ladybird. As mentioned,
you know why it's ladybird? Because ladybirds eat parasites. Did you know that? Ladybirds eat parasites, so that's why we're having a great event. We're not having any parasites there. We're going to have great people.
I thought they were called ladybugs.
Yeah, that's the one.
If you've got ladybugs in the garden, it means you're living in a very clean environment too, by the way.
Isn't a ladybird?
Lyrebird you're thinking of. The lyrebird, the one with the big...
Oh, yeah, not a ladybird. Ladybug. What did I say?
Ladybird. A lyrebird.
It looks good. Either way, boys, it looks good. And speaking of, have we got merch coming? What do we got? What's going on there, lads? What's happening?
Yet to be announced.
Ed, you had one job, mate. What was your job? What did we discuss on last week? So one job, mate. before the event you're
Well,
going to chat to?
Mate, I went away for 5 days. Now I'm paying the
You've
price.
been home for 2 weeks. You can't? You went away for Cup weekend. That was like last week.
Was it? Oh, was it? I had to
Yes.
come home
You
for
were
Wife's
back from your
birthday.
trip, and I said, Ed, you got one job. What's that?
I
Ring
can't
up,
remember.
ring up SMG and have a chat to them.
I did. The phone was engaged when I rang them up.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to organising a camp out, lads.
Yes,
There we go. Lady Beetle, Lady Bug. Is there a difference? No, I reckon they're the same.
Nah, it's the same, isn't it? Surely. They're beautiful though. Those little lady beetles and ladybugs. I love them. They're great.
Yeah,
great little things.
And don't forget your jocks, King Dino's saying.
I don't wear jocks.
You will for this event, Ed.
No, you get chafy when you wear jocks. No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Did you be that tank? You're likely to miss the toilet. We're not cleaning you up.
No. What other merch is coming? Yeah, we've got to get that organised. What else is? Didn't you do a price list, Nas? Or you're not talking about that now? You just spoke to me.
I've started putting together. We'll get the website set up, and I'll start putting the sponsorship. So there's a bit of debate. Do we just kind of have pre-pricing for sponsorship? We decided to offer some level of pricing, and each similar to what happened last time. And basically, we're offering.
Yes,
we're offering. What are we offering, Ed?
Well, sorry, I'm looking at Gay and Carol's comment. Will there be night photography? Actually, I would, Gay or Carol, whoever's typed that comment, I wouldn't mind speaking to Shane about actually attending the event. So that'd be really
cool. There'll be a night photography lesson. And who's that? Shane from Have a Crack.
Yeah. I haven't spoken to him yet, but Gay and Carol are very good friends with him now.
Yeah,
so
I reckon, look, I'm just going to say, he's coming.
Does he know that?
He's coming. Well, we'll have a chat to him before then.
You will, or I will, or Gay or Carol will.
We can possibly do a night photography lesson, but seriously, who's going to be up to at that time of the evening?
Oh, mate.
No.
You can get some fantastic. Well, that's the wife, by the way. You get some fantastic photos off the iPhone. I got some rippers while I was away. Oh yeah,
we had some great night photo shots came out from people at Goombra. Yeah, some fantastic shots of the campground and the stars moving and all that. Yeah. Philip was one of them who put out some fantastic photos. They're on the Facebook page, and I think it's great. I love that stuff.
Yeah. Well, a streaker went across and nobody saw him. Him.
Yeah, no, the night stuff is fantastic. It is an art, and you got to have the patience for it. So. I reckon night photography would be awesome.
One thing I'm really hoping for is if we get a lot of YouTubers on board, obviously yourself, Rob, and Phil, and Steve, and Mr. Buckaroo, and a few others on board that we can get some of their people down here to enjoy the event. There's some of their subscribers and things like that. Come down, meet them, meet other fellow YouTubers. We're all influencers. Ask us, we'll tell you.
Well, Ed seems to be a part-time influencer at the moment.
Yeah, I'm part-time influencer. But if we can get lots of people there, it'd be fantastic. I reckon we can do all right out of this, and it'd be a good event.
This crowd is fantastic, and whether someone's got a YouTube channel or not, it doesn't matter. The crowd here is unreal.
I want everybody to turn up. All my fans, all my YouTuber mates,
and hopefully some new ones, new fans.
Absolutely, yeah. Because I'm going to just go over the top this year. 10,000 subscribers. No.
Oh.
Under the influence, yes, I'm an uninfluenced.
Bottoms up.
Is he calling you an under-influencer?
No, my daughter did a thing my daughter did. All my kids do things. They're fantastic. I love my kids. I said to her, we're a micro influencer if you've got over 1,000 followers on a social media thing, up to, I think she said 30,000. So we're micro influencers.
Right.
How you feeling about that?
I'm Rob. I don't know about an influencer, but I'm Rob. How you going? Let us know the actual dates. Have you guys not told us the dates yet? What are the dates? Right. Have we got a month or a period of the year?
Yeah. Yeah.
I better tell
Harry's
them again,
all messed
Nas.
up. So, no, look, the actual dates, we've given away more than we wanted to already. It will be March 2026.
March.
Book your annual
We'll let
leave
you
in
know
now.
the dates. We'll let you know the dates in a couple of months. It won't be too far. You'll have plenty of time for planning.
We'll give you the dates 12 months out from the event.
We're working around everybody's birthdays and all major events and all that, so it won't coincide with anything. You'll be fine.
So it won't be in February because that's my birthday.
Well, February. Just the important birthdays, I mean, Ed.
Yeah, but if you're more than welcome to bring me your birthday present down from Queensland, whatever it may be.
All donations are going to the charity, Ed, not to you.
I said gifts. I said gifts.
All gifts go to the charity, Ed.
Yeah, okay.
Well, yeah, there'll no doubt be a couple of convoys coming up and down and across and all that sort of stuff to your one as well. So the Queenslanders obviously have to make the trek this time. And,
actually, if you're coming down from north, from your end of town, Rob, it's very easy to find. You'll find look, click, turn your indicator on, and you'll turn left, maybe right. You just don't know, and you'll be there. It's very easy to find. The road in is just smooth as silk.
Very good, very good. What's Rob One carrying on about? You have influenced me to park in the truck stops. Does that? Well, there's a bloke today or yesterday or last week or something actually got into a punch-up in a truck stop over this issue because he absolutely lost his nana at some people parked in the truck stop. And, it's a thing, especially on school holidays. But that's a whole other story. We won't go into that. I got stirred a bit of a hornet's nest there. But, common sense prevails usually at the end of the day. But I think an old mate who got into a punch-up the other day, there's a video getting around online, and I think he carried on a little bit too much, I think. There's no need to start bloody punching on, but anyway, that's another story for another day. Bit more truth juice for Ed, and he'll pin drop the site. I agree. Ed, grab another drink, mate. I'm on my second. Get up it.
I told Ed he wasn't allowed to start drinking until 6 o'clock.
This morning,
he dropped a few between then.
He didn't say AM or PM. He's supposed to tell me what time to start. He said 6. And when I woke up, Pam says to me, "Where you going?" I said, "Nas says I got to start drinking at 6." And she said, "Why?" I said, "I don't know. It's just a cross I have to bear. I got to start drinking at 6, my love." And she goes, "Go on, off you go then. As long as you come home, it's okay."
But yeah, there'll be no doubt some trips coming down. We'll try and tee it up. It'll actually be quite good because we've got to go through New South Wales. So those of us coming down from Queensland will probably hopefully be able to hook up with a couple of cockroaches there and cruise on down to the Mexican state. So it'll be good. Hopefully we can get across that border into Mexico there.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, and that's the thing. There's lots of things happening between now and then. So, like Rob just mentioned, there'll be, if you're not happy to drive on your own, we'll organise some convoys and that sort of stuff. I'm sure there'll be lots of out there, and it's always a lot more fun coming down in a group.
Oh, well. Totally. I was seeing Mark set up his tent within Ed's little convoy trip up. That was gold. That was absolute gold. I mean, that's what it's about.
He hadn't even been drinking, so that was even better.
That's it. Making memories and having a good laugh with a whole bunch of good people. That's what this whole
You're only on
about.
This blue marble for so long, and then it's done.
That's it. Have we got charities organised or charity? Is it one? Is it multiple? What are we there, boys? What are we at?
We're looking at a couple. We've still got to chat to them, and I mentioned before. We did try to find a pet rescue, but the only ones in the area that do pet rescue is the local council, and obviously they're not after any support. But we have found a wildlife rescue service that seems really keen to get involved in that as well. So, keeping the animal theme as best we can.
And
that makes sense too, Nas. Yeah, go on. Sorry, Ed.
And a small CFA station. Country Fire.
Nice, and that makes sense for where you guys are having this.
Just ones that would really appreciate the money. We're just sort of we just want them to not qualify, but just make sure that if we're going to be donating them, they actually not just want the really appreciate it.
But they need it.
Yeah, they need it.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yes, that's what I should put.
And that makes sense for the high country boys. That you know, that wildlife and CFA, that sort of style of charity, I think fits well with where the camp's being held. And that's sort of what it's about. I mean, Buck's one at Harvey Bay was the local animal rescue up there at Harvey Bay, and obviously ours was animal rescue and the life flight. And you guys matching it with where you guys are. So the CFA and a wildlife animal rescue. I mean, we all saw the fires that went through New South Wales and part of Victoria there a couple of years ago, and we all know that they need all the help they can get. And Camp and Oz makes a good point.
I'm going to build a wall.
We'll make it back.
Oh, talking about merchandise, Rob, you'll be sending us some down, won't you?
I got a couple of bits and pieces coming. So stay again. We're not here to talk about me, mate. We're here to talk about you.
I'm talking about merch we can sell.
Yeah. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
We're not telling you because then it'll give it away. I haven't had enough truth juice.
Yeah,
yet.
it's a local one, and we're working with. There's a few in the area, and we're looking at chatting to one that's basically it's one of the smaller ones and the one in most need. Like Ed said, we don't. You know, we kind of what was it? Royal Flying Doctor Service was one of the first ones we kind of thought of. No, they get a lot of money, and the kind of money that you know they're not going to be as excited. Like I really liked the Gumbara because we had two smaller charities who really appreciated, you know, like that was that made a big difference to them, and that's really what we'd like to do, you know. Not just, you know, throw it in the kitty type of thing. We want someone to really appreciate what they're getting. And you know, it's going to go a long way.
I've got some information too on the two charities from Goomba and the Legends 2024 event. There'll be some information coming out shortly now that they've had the money and all that sort of stuff as to how it's all been distributed and things like that for everybody to know where their hard-earned cash went. And the Southern Downs Ark, for example, that was the largest donation they've ever had ever since opening their doors years and years and years ago. So the owner there was in tears at the campground. For those of you who were there, you probably saw that. And just that's what it's about, that heartfelt connection and the meaningfulness that this brings to everybody, you know. So I think the two charities sounds like you've got a couple of good ones there, boys, and I'm sure everyone's going to get behind them.
Yeah, so still early days. There's a lot happening. You know, we have been pretty busy. Well, I have anyway. But it still hasn't done the one thing he was asked to do.
I've got a list.
It's all right, Ed. I'm with you, mate. Bottoms up, mate.
And that's when the boys said we're handing it over to Ed, Nas, are you happy to get involved?
I've sort of got priorities. Do I help grow my own business and make money to feed myself, or do I do this? Well, you know, there's a balance there, Nas, and it's sort of like that, and it'll work itself out. But yeah, I'll give him a call.
Just
tomorrow.
excuse me, we've got a hailstorm about to hit here, and I just need to make sure.
Yes, Rob. Yeah.
Let me check the radar. Mate. Yeah, we've got a big storm coming here. Yeah. I just got to check the car here, and no, I think we're okay at the moment. Good. It's not too purple on the radar, but we're about to get smashed by a massive storm here, and summer has well and truly hit Queensland, folks. I tell you, holy dooly, it's raining outside, and it's still about 45 degrees here. So. But anyway, if you got your cars outside,
no.
Yeah, as Rob says there, we've got a storm coming through here in Brizzy. Yeah, it's hitting my place right about now, and doesn't look like hail yet. But if you see me run, you know I can hear hail.
I'm down here in Melbourne. It's 24 degrees outside, so oh my god, turn the air conditioning on soon.
I like this one, Shane Levy. Maybe we should consider Vic Road so they can fix the potholes.
Oh, don't be silly.
Look, don't worry about the Victorian roads. The Queensland roads are shot, mate. I just did that run up to Cairns and back from Canberra, and I tell you, you guys have got it good. Let me just tell you that right now. That Bruce Highway, it is shot. Absolutely shot.
They call it the Bruce Highway for a reason, don't you? Know they don't you, Bruce? All right.
Bruce.
Friends, not food.
I did predict that storm. That's why I picked it March 26.
Well, you might hear the lightning and thunder. She's coming down.
I can hear that.
Oh, that's good. Go outside, open your roller door. Get the rain.
Yeah, hang on. Why not? Let's do it. Hang on, let me stand by.
Stand by,
Here
Clive.
at Wanderer HQ.
All right. So, any other questions? We did say we're going to try and keep it to an hour. So we'll be
We're at
taking
an hour and whatever.
shortly. But any other thoughts or questions? Anybody? Good sound effects, Wanderer.
He's letting his chickie babes in.
You'll see it in a second. There you go.
Can't
At least
see
I can
him.
get to the car quicker if the hail starts coming down. But anyway,
Do you know what it is, Rob? You've got a typical garage. Everybody, and I'm sure there's people here in our audience, have a garage. And what's it full of? There's never any room in a car for a car in a garage.
no,
Never.
no.
You rarely see a garage that hasn't got stuff all in it and there's no car.
Well,
there's one car.
for me to get the car in, I've got to disassemble the whole bloody setup here, and so I've got to make sure I've got no live streams or anything coming up or recording or anything just to get the car in. I usually get it in when I see a big storm coming. I've only got $700 left on the Ranger, folks, and she's paid off, and she's mine. So
Then what are you going to do with it?
It's exciting.
One.
There is plans for a new vehicle, but we won't go into it here. We'll don't want to take away from the event, but there is plans for a new vehicle, and it's not a Ford Ranger.
Don't forget, Ed's got a new video coming out this week. He doesn't know what day it is yet. He's waiting for somebody to bust his chops. New video coming out this week. New video, hit like, subscribe, share. Give me some cash.
Yeah, very good.
Actually, it's not.
Well, are you guys going to join me for the Wanderer Oz 3rd annual Christmas Spectacular, mate? That's coming up, 8th of December.
I would miss it for all the tea in China.
Is that a Sunday?
It'll be a Sunday. Yep.
I've been there from the beginning with you. You know that, don't you?
You have, mate. You have, and I appreciate that.
I remember little Rob when he had 200 subscribers. This guy's all right.
Now I got 201.
And then when he did Big Red, it went up the easy. Guys, go Big, you got up Big Red. Yeah, and he's going up the easy part. But he got excited about it. So that's the main thing. I remember. Busted windscreen. Yes, I've
absolutely.
Been there. I
love it, mate. We got plenty of prizes to give away on.
Can I win one this year?
Yeah, there'll be prizes. There'll be a few different ways we're going to give them away on the Christmas Spectacular, the 3rd annual, and it costs me a fortune every year, but that's all right. It's all good fun.
You're doing giveaways again, are you?
Yeah, mate, the Christmas Spectacular every year. Give back to those who give up their time to watch me. This drongo rabble on. So
I'll be there.
I'm at about 15 prizes. I try to cap it at 10 every year, and it blows out every year. But yeah, fun stuff, little stuff, big stuff. It's a lot of fun. Santa might make an appearance, and we'll see. But anyway, it's a lot of fun.
Keep an eye on the Facebook page because I am actually heading up towards where we're having this camping event in 2 weeks, Nas. I'm heading up for.
Why'd you just tell them that?
No, because I'm telling you that I'm going up and get the photos. You won't be with me. I'm going on that. I'm going with some friends up that way. You know, friends. I have them. Apart from you. And I'll be getting some photos. So keep an eye out.
You can't put anything on Instagram now because then everyone's going to know where it is.
Instagram? I don't know. Mate, I struggle answering the phone. Instagram is just... I don't even know how I do that. I sit there and takes me about 4
Landy.
hours to post. What? Landy's leaving us.
Landy's off. Hooroo, mate. And we'll catch up soon. Mark Lavelle, Sweet as Wanderer. Good luck with the new Kia Tasman. Mark's picked it. I'll take the little Kia up Big Red. No, definitely not. Definitely not the Kia Tasman. I'll tell you that right now.
That's
a bit more of a box.
Might be a good place to end it now.
What?
Might be a good place to end it now, I reckon.
Yeah, because everybody's
people going.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done, boys. And I'll jump off first if you like and let you guys wrap. But yeah, super exciting. Well done on your first little live stream here to kick it off. And can't wait to get down there in Victoria with everybody else and catch up with you all. And well done tonight. And yeah, looking forward to more details and information. So yeah, should be good.
Thanks for coming, Rob.
Cheers, boys. Hooroo. How do I get?
That's how you get out.
All right. So thank you very much for joining us. Any last words, Ed?
No.
No. Neither.
No.
Thanks
I
for
think
joining us.
we're right.
We've got lots more information coming in. We'll do something in about a month's time. and on Ed's channel, and then you'll start to see some more regular live feeds after that. So with some live updates. So thank you very much.
Nas, we're not going to do the mailing list yet, or what are we going to do with that?
I'll get that organised soon. Part of the website. Yeah. All right.
There's a website?
There's a website coming.
Wow. Excited.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. You got to finish it now, Nas.